Right, Nathan, so here's the last swing on our left, and on our right is the first swing tonight. There we go. So notice, again, this ball was farther back in your stance on the old gold starting out tonight, whereas here it's up here off the inside of your left heel. And on the left, you're trying to get your head to go forward, but it's still back more than we'd like. But the very first swing you took when you were trying to do that, you did quite well with it. Right there. That was the first one. That was that practice swing. That was that practice swing there. So that's more the look you wanted, impact. Right there. And you can see how that club, see, is getting its lowest point. See, it's kind of high in the air there. And right there, it's reaching its lowest point. Whereas here, it's kind of its lowest point there, and then it's going up. That's exactly what I just described there, with this line on the concrete. So when you're falling back with that head, it's going to tend to bottom out behind it, and that's where you're kind of hitting it fat tonight. So these swings look, so these swings look better over here on the left, with that head in the circle at impact. And as always, buddy, man after my own heart here, the downswing plane is glorious. Right, dead on the money as always, Nathan. The reason I'm so enamored with that, I always like that so much, buddy, I'm so happy for you about that, is because 80 or 90% of people ain't there. And if they are there, they ain't there consistently. We have to keep checking that quite often, the vast majority of people. So that is fantastic. That's why I'm continuing to say, man, you got to get, again, a little more educated, a little more wise about what's going on with your impact in terms of the closing of the face. The path is beautiful. Ever since I've known you, it's been beautiful. But the closing of the face is what has to get better. And up to now, I've said, Manny, I want you to do the right, left, straight thing and get a feel for that. And I want you to keep doing that. I think that'd be smart to keep doing that in your practice. Obviously, hit more straight ones over the course of the practice session. Don't do your whole practice session right left straight. But maybe do 15 shots of that, and then maybe 15 shots trying to hit it straight. And maybe 9 shots right left straight, and then maybe 15 shots trying to hit it straight. But so keep doing that. But now the two things you've adjusted tonight, especially with your driver, is ball position and getting your head forward. All right? And you can sense how both of those things will make it easier. The ball position is mainly helping you hit it squared up straighter, and the getting your head forward is getting you to hit the ball first instead of the ground. Okay? All right, man. So let's go. This is Joel Suggs. I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend and showing you your swing on the 2D equipment that I have. And so I want to take about 2 or 3 minutes to just show you around Meadowlinks. This is the studio I use in the winter for all my students. You see there's the down-the-line camera angle for our 2D equipment. And then we have the face-on camera angle also. And then what we also have here is 3D equipment to where I can show you your swing from 6 different camera angles with this 3D equipment. And we can get your swing from down to the 1/120th of a second in terms of exactly what your hips, shoulders, and hands are doing in the swing. And then also, I have the most realistic hitting curve I've ever seen from puttersedge.com. So when you hit your full shots, it feels as realistic as possible. And then I have 3 different green speeds for you to practice your putting. 9.5 on the step meter, 10.5 on the step meter, and 12.5 on the step meter. That's benefited my students tremendously. And then also I have a lot of learning aids like this Smart Stick. You can see the rest of those learning aids over here in my bag that we can work on to help you learn the certain fields in your golf swing that you and I both want. And then also I help my students a lot with their equipment through the winter. This is a frequency analyzer where we twang your club and it gives us a reading here. And then also we plot your whole set, each club on these lines to see if the set is really matched or not. Quite often they aren't, and it helps my students tremendously when they find out what clubs are the offending clubs. And then if we get tired of being indoors and we want to go outdoors and hit some, we can do that. It's my daughter. Ellie, good to see you. I haven't seen her in weeks. No wonder you've been gone, Ellie. You've been out here playing in the snow all this time. But this is our natural turf area. This is closed until April, as you can see. But it's a fantastic area where we can step outside and hit some balls and get some real ball flight. Or get pretty satisfied. I think they're looking better on the video here. We're kind of cooped up inside. We want to go outside. We can step on out and hit balls and see real ball flight for about 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, however long you and I can stand the cold, out into the air, and we see them land at these different flags. I have a yardage book for this driving range. It's the first one I've ever seen in my life where we know exactly what it is for the front, back, and middle of each green. And again, the covered area here is heated, so we stay out there for about 5, 10, 15 minutes, like I said. It enables us to see some ball flight, and then we get satisfied that things are looking the way we want, and we can come back inside, take off our coat, and look again at the video equipment to see how your swing's looking, to make sure that you understand it. And then notice too, my exercise ball up top here, and then also, so I help my students a lot with their fitness through the winter, and then I will help you also with your sports psychology, with your golf psychology from the golfpsych.com people down in Texas. That's helped my students tremendously a lot over the years too. So again, I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend. I look forward to seeing you again out here this summer at Meadowlinks, or even right now in the winter. I have a lot of people that work on their games with me right through the winter. Check out more information about the things I do to help you at joelsuggs.com. Take care.